Okay, my friends, I just finished the video for the Rlaarlo XDS S10, the Subaru, that brand new vehicle. And during all my research, I couldn't find my F10, that Ford rally car that I worked on last year. And oh man, it was lost when RC Review got deleted by YouTube. And I've been slowly recovering some of these videos. But I said, oh man, okay, now it's worth recovering this because that car is still very relevant. The F10, the Ford version. The Subaru is cool too, but it's not yet available. So here it is, recovered video. Hope you enjoy it. What we have here is a new rally car from Rlaarlo. It is the XTS F10, and in this video, I'm gonna tell you the highlights of this vehicle. I'm sure you've seen a bunch of videos on it. I'm also gonna tell you the weaknesses of this vehicle. I don't think I've heard a single weakness of this vehicle because everyone was given one, including me, but I'm not afraid. I'm also gonna compare it to the competition from Traxxas, from Sand Racing, and see which one is the better option for you. Yep. It handles nice. This track is notoriously rough. You can see our motorcycles just bouncing around. This thing is able to handle it. It's got some good travel for a rally car. And this is a place where we've had trouble with rally cars before. They just bottom out and bounce all over the place. So it seems to be built well. I have the aluminum version, $250, I believe. Huge shocks. There's a fan on the motor. There's plenty of power on 3S. So no need to upgrade. So I hope you have fun with us as you see our rally. Really first pack, no gyro. This thing is controllable. You just need a little more throttle control and you can straighten this thing out. And once you got a clear path, you just gun it and you see the amazing speed. Thanks a ton. All right, not bad, huh? Okay, so here's the remote. It is a fascinating vehicle for sure. Before I open it up, I'll show you its basic operation. It's a 5-channel remote, 350 meters of range. There you go. So long press on channel 4, and then another long press. It's pretty darn bright. I think you could actually run with this at night, just not that fast. Okay, and then another feature that is really cool is a gyro. So all my off-road running was no gyro, okay? Because I didn't know, I couldn't figure it out. And what's really cool about the gyro is it is adjustable. So what is a gyro? A gyro is something that corrects the attitude of your car as you're going on loosey-goosey conditions. Four-wheel drive, you don't need a gyro as much, but for a rally car, conditions will be all different. You don't really have knobby tires. You just have like good tread on your tires, okay? So no gyro, and then with this knob right here, you can tune in your gyro. So right here is full gyro, and every time you move, the thing is countering. It's straightening out your car. And what's really cool is it's adjustable. So this one's too much. You'll see your car, you're trying to go straight line, and going like this because it's trying to correct it too much. It thinks it's in loose conditions. So you just want a little bit, and then boom, boom. So it's perfect. So the fact that it's easily adjustable, the fact that it's even in this car is pretty mind-blowing. The price is $300 for this thing. This is the carbon version. The carbon version has, it's not really carbon, it's aluminum. So confusing naming convention. But the difference is it has a bigger motor and a more powerful ESC. And I think it has a carbon support arm. But the chassis is aluminum. All right, so the carbon 300, there's 250 for the normal version, and then there's a kit for 200. The fact that they have a kit, meaning you put in your own pump, is good as well. So let's just say it's 300. What are you getting for your money? Is it good? Yeah. When you decelerate and then get off it, the backfire comes on, the backfire light. So pretty darn cool. All right. So, okay. Now we'll get to the nitty gritty. How fast is it? It's pretty fast. 40 miles an hour, and with an optional gear, 50 miles an hour. And but you know, fast is nothing without controllability, right? But the other feature of this guy is clipless body mount. Okay, so there's just a body mount right here. You just flip it and then lift it, but it has something going on, which is it captured the sides with another clipless body mounting system. And it's cool, but a little bit of a pain. As easy as the front is, the sides, you have to, you kind of have to align it and then pull it out. The sides are off. I, I, I pull this tab and then try to lift the body and then boom, it's off. Okay, so there you go. So the body is a thicker Lexan, 1.2 millimeters instead of 1. So it's more sturdy. He has these captures on the rear, body molds on the front, on the side, and plastic on the wing, so to protect the Lexan, even something on top. And then there's a light kit. The light kit has a light controller, has all these wire organizers, and huge light buckets, front and rear. Mind blowing. I'd say this light kit, if Traxxas sold it, it'd be $100 at least. Okay, so that's good, and it's controllable with your remote. So pretty cool, right? Okay, and now we get to the chassis. The swiveling body mount, very cool, very well done. Pivot, and then you have a little servo wire quick release right here. You can take it off, 2 screws, and you're off. I won't take it off right now, but I will show you the body, the chassis. So the chassis is right here, pretty thick aluminum right here, huge shocks, big shock towers, I don't know, 3 millimeter. And then we have a big motor, a fan on the motor and a fan on the ESC. You don't see that a lot, and that's pretty darn cool. It comes with a battery, by the way, and that cannot be understated. You know, the battery is good. So the tires are interesting. Well, am I wearing them down? Very cool. You know, they don't balloon up. 40 miles an hour, like I said, and you could go faster with the extra pinion gear. You know, the really big innovation of this car is the handling. You know, rally cars, they don't interest me so much because they're not that good on pavement. They're not that good on dirt. But this one is pretty darn good at both. It's kind of mind-blowing. And how they did it, aside from the suspension, these massive shocks with really good damping, they have stabilizer bars as well. Everything is precise. Okay? This is me trying to turn it. It is precise. It goes straight. So, very cool. It is trimmed, assembled very well. Okay? And then the main category killer is the differentials. They have a rear differential. They have a front differential. It is fluid filled. You can change the fluid if you want. And they have a center differential. If you want to take it apart, it's a little hard, but it's all there. Wind dynamics, air dynamics are good. They have a rear diffuser. You have protection here. You know, this little shape here is meant to absorb impact. So, pretty darn cool. Okay, what don't I like? Weaknesses of this vehicle, I would say the big one is that the light buckets fell out. The light buckets on the rear. I only rolled it like 2 or 3 times because this thing was so stable. You know, I had a really rough track, by the way, where no rally car could really go. So the light buckets fell out because they're held by these tiny little screws with little heads. So the heads just punched out of the Lexan. 2 screws on each one. It just needs to be supported more. I put bigger screws and put some CA glue on it. Hopefully that will stay. The other weakness is when I got it out of the box, the body was, the travel was too much. The body, every time I braked, to a stop, it would just drag. It was just so, I didn't want to drive it until I cut the heck out of the body. I tried to limit the travel, but I really couldn't. So I said, yeah, that's good I did, because you don't want to mess with this travel. This travel is magic. Okay, so the body was doing that. Another weakness I would say is the trims on it. The adjustments are not quite there. So basically, I'm rubbing the heck out of the body right here, on the rear, on the front. But there's limiter screws, travel limiter screws here. I think I can adjust them to prevent this kind of damage. With the gyro, I was able to just give it full steering. You know, don't limit the steering on this guy. So very tight stuff, which is kind of cool for a rally car. And then it just Just keep goosing it. It's so easy to control. It'll drift, it'll catch. Everything was much easier on a more responsive scale. This one at $299 with free battery. Let me tell you guys, it's kind of mind blowing. So you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Pick it up on the links in the description. The lights, the gyro, the fans, the remote. It's easy to drive and really fast. Thanks a ton, everybody.